shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm being looked up, down with the big crown. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Well, the byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We talk about this Seahawk defense. Now, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play action. Here's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Swift. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Smith on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Throwing now is Geno. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. That's good for 28 yards. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And some room to run now. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to Walker on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown, Seahawks. Quez Watkins, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern with the extra points up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. A give for Walker running right. Well, he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Geno. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a second and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his 1st, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That is caught, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Quez Watkins. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field.
There he goes, left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll get that complete to Alvarado. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8 as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Hurts.
He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
It'll be Hurts on the option, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now Geno on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Geno now to throw. Got his man, Dell. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Delson in motion.
Throwing again is Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Take Dell, his 25th touchdown. tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second down. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on blitz.
And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw on second down is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 78 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Again, Smith. Steps away to his left, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jalen Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. Well job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing now is Geno. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. To throw is Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To the air again, Smith. That's going to be caught. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Tank Dell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 81 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Smith going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Now Geno. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Smith will come in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. This is caught, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hurts. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scramble.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down Seattle on a pickup at 13.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Smith throwing again. Throw out wide to Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A good pickup there, 21 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles kick off 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Second and inches at the 26-yard line.
Geno now to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Smith on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Seahawks extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there, because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off of play action. Here's Smith. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check 58. Slow ball.
Smith now to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Smith going to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of...
And got his man, complete. Touchdown. Takedown. 50 yards. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Boye Mafe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.